Looks like a penalty against the Mustangs. Now we're going to have an injury timeout. The Mustangs have the ball at the Yough 34-yard line with just 13 seconds to go. Penalty was on the play, so that's probably going to push it back 10 more yards. So Mustangs may have only 1 or 2 more plays to try to get it into the end zone. They have no timeouts left. So with just 13 seconds to go, our score still stands 41-21 with 2 plays to go here in the first half, Brian. So that injury timeout is now complete, and the Mustangs were pushed back 15 yards. It must have been a personal foul all the way back to the 48-yard line. With 13 seconds to go, you're going to have to pull out something, and here's Boyle back to Pierce, the throwback pass, and he's not going to have some room, and there's a penalty that's going to be called back. This is probably going to end the first half as he goes out of bounds.
2 seconds left. At
the 32-yard line, but a flag all the way back here in Mustang territory as the Mustangs pulled out the end-around throwback pass to Pierce, and it's a block in the back against the Mustangs, which will nullify that nice play, but with just 2 seconds to go, you're probably going to have the Mustangs just throw it up. Well, Brian, the Mustangs are going in reverse. 2 penalties. The first penalty we talked about on the last break was actually a personal foul that took them out to the 48-yard line. So the Mustangs, with 13 seconds to go, tried a end-around throwback pass to Pierce. He had room, took it down to the 30-yard line, but a block in the back now pushes it all the way back inside Mustang territory to the 36-yard line. And the clock says zeros, but let's see what the officials say. I thought there was still 3 seconds to go when he went out of bounds.
It was 2.3 when the play was dead.
There was definitely time on the clock when Pierce went out of bounds, so I'm not sure why the clock. Now we have a timeout by the Mustangs. So we're going to see what the clock situation is. I believe there's 3 seconds to go. We'll have to see how this gets put back on the clock. We're going to hold it here while we figure this out, as the Mustangs will have one last play to end the first half. A first half that has seen 62 points put up by the 2 teams, 41-21. Jimmy Pierce with 3 touchdowns on the first half. And Rick, how many yards rushing does he have?
Jimmy Pierce has 174 yards rushing in the first half with 3 touchdowns.
Amazing. So here we go. Now we have 3 seconds put up on the clock, and the ball's on the 36-yard line. This would be a miraculous play for the Mustangs to get anything out of this. Pierce is going to throw it over on a bounce to Boyle, and he's going to heave it deep. It's going to be picked off by Yough inside Mustang territory. So a bounce pass out here to Lucas Boyle on the right side, showing some trickeration to end the first half. The long first half comes to an end with Laurel Highlands leading 41-21 over the Yough Cougars. We'll be back on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Yeah, he wound that clock.
Welcome back to Cougar Mountain. It's halftime with Laurel Highlands leading 41-21 over the Yough Cougars here on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. Fast and furious action here tonight, Rick, and we got a lot to talk about here at halftime. With the scoring summary going to be a real marathon, but at the 9-minute mark of the first quarter, Lucas Boyle went in from 3 yards out on a sweep. Kick was no good. Laurel Highlands led 6-0. It was a 52-yard drive after the failed onside kick by Yough to start the game. At 6:16 of the first, a 47-yard run by Jarvis Cruz took it down to the 2-yard line. Jimmy Pierce took it in from there. The Pierce to Jones 2-point conversion made it 14-0 at that point. At 4:48 of the first, a 79-yard Pierce run. The kick was good, made it Laurel Highlands 21, Yough nothing. So 3 quick scores made it 21-0. It looked like a blowout. but not to be, as Yough came right back with 1:47 to go. Everly to Borkovich, 25-yard screen pass. Kick was good, made it 21-7. Laurel Highlands struck again. Christian Jones 5 yards out after a 40-yard pass from Pierce to Livingston, made it 28-7. But two quick scores by Yough. At 35 seconds to go, 55-yard pass. Everly to Bryan, 2-yard run for 2, made it 28-15. And at 21 seconds, after a fumble by the Mustangs, a 31-yard flea flicker double reverse pass. Everly to Bryan again. The kick was blocked, made it 28-21. Mustangs added on in the second quarter. At 8:40 to go, Pierce had a 5-yard run after an LH 80-yard drive. The kick was good, making it 35-21. And then Ian Edenfield took a fumble, 65 yards, all the way to the house. Kick was no good. That's our halftime score, 41-21. Rick, a lot of statistics there for us to look at on your sheet.
Central Cab, Coach USA, has been providing the highest quality motor coach charter and tour service to our community for over 39 years. Under the leadership of Dave Mansberry, President and General Manager, our experienced and professional drivers log over 3 million miles per year in our fleet of 57 modern motor coaches. Each coach offers plush interior with reclining seats, DVD players, and are all air-conditioned and restroom equipped. Central Cab is proud of their excellent safety record and has been awarded the highest rating from the United States Military and Federal Department of Transportation. Central Cab Company is the exclusive transportation provider for the athletic programs at West Virginia University, W&J College, Waynesburg University, and Marshall University, as well as the Washington Wild Things. Central Cab Tours can also plan your vacation. Call today to receive a copy of our tour brochure. With 53 tours ranging from day trips to Pittsburgh to a 9-day cross-country excursion, you are sure to find the perfect getaway. Don't forget to race to the back of our tour brochure for a look at the exciting NASCAR tours we offer. Central Cab Tours can also customize a group tour package for your organization or help with your fundraising goals. Call our staff to learn more. Remember, Central Cab Company will focus on the details so you can focus on the fun.
We're ready for action here on the South Union Township Sports Network. The wind is now picked up extensively here on Cougar Mountain. It's blowing a gale from right to left. The Mustangs will be kicking into the wind here. It's got to be a good 25 to 30 mile an hour wind as the wind blows the ball off the tee. Mustangs leading 41-21. The rain is now coming down in sheets, as you can see across the way in the lights, and it is blowing also from right to left as Leitz sends it down the field, and that's going to be picked up at about the 20-yard line by the Cougars, and we're going to have a real tough time picking up numbers through the glass here now as our windows are covered with rain. Running it back there for 32. Cougars, number 32. Picked it up at the 20-yard line. Dustin Stange, so tackle made there by number 31 for the Mustangs, Kobe McKnight.
Gary, it was tough when the windows were dry. Now they're covered in water.
So Yough will have the first possession of the second half with the score 41-21. It's going to be interesting to see what this weather does to the action here as we go into the second half.
It's no accident that Yough picked which way to receive and which way to kick off in the first half.
Here's Everly now on the pitch back, and there's great penetration and a penalty on the play, but a big loss in any event by the Yough Cougars all the way back inside the 30-yard line at about the 26. Penalty was on Yough, but I think the Mustangs will decline that and take the down and make it second down and 18 as opposed to taking the penalty and allowing for the first down to be replayed.
Well, that penalty was on number 23, Jordan Poyer. That was a 2-point takedown there in that backfield. Otherwise, it would have been a bigger loss.
One of the nicer tackles we've seen here this evening, Rick. They do take the penalty, so I'm wrong about that. They're going to take it from the point of attack, and that's going to move them all the way back to the 18-yard line. So they add on to the loss, but it remains first down.
First and 10 from the 30. They have first and 10.
That's about first and 25, it looks like to me. Everly barking out the signals. It's a big hole off the left side, taking it right out over the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tackle there by Pierce.
Big stick.
Borkovich on the carry.
Big stick by Jimmy Pierce.
That's a second down now and 15. Pickup of about 10 on the carry. Now Everly looking for that screen pass in the middle. Escapes now and runs out the left side with a lot of room. It's going to be pulled down again by Petrus. Is there a flag out here? As Yough was looking at a second down and 15, looking for that screen pass over the middle. Everly had to keep it and come around the left side. He picks up about 4 yards on the play. It's going to be third down. I'm sorry, still second down. They're talking about a penalty as the referee is going to now discuss it with Coach Just, whether or not they're going to accept this penalty. Once again, very difficult for us to see through this wet-covered glass in the press box, and let's see what the call is going to be. We've got a good TV look at it. They're going to be decline whatever the penalty is. So now it's going to be third down and 8 from the Yough 36-yard line. 11 minutes and 8 seconds to go, just underway here in the second half. Still 41-21.
4-3 now for the Buckeyes.
Now we still have some confusion out here as the referee had to come over and explain to the Yough coaching staff what the call was. Third down and 8. Big play early in the second half for the Yough Cougars offensively. 2 receivers to the short side, 2 to the top as Everly looks back. Throws it out and wide open and unable to make the catch. Number 4, I'm sorry, Everly threw it out there to
7.
Looked like Donahue.
7.
Incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down. That ball could have been really a wet pass because the rain is coming down very strong now here. And the ball is going to be really slippery on both sides, so I'm sure that had a lot to do with that incomplete pass. Stepping back now for the punt will be Brian.
The fake.
And it's a fake again, but not this time. The Mustangs sniff it out, and the up back unable to make the
7.
rush as Jacob Dukeman on for the tackle for the Mustangs, and they're going to have hugely great field position at the 33-yard line. So Yough going to the fake punt one too many times. Now Pierce with Cruz up the middle. He's going to fake it and take it himself, spinning all the way inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 7 on the play.
That puts him over 180 yards. Having a heck of a night on the ground.
Tackle there by number 25. Chad I'm sorry for Yough. Chad Livingston looked at the wrong roster there. That's Borkovich.
That's Cruz.
This is Cruz up the middle, and he's going to have the first down. Inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18. Mustangs trying to add on to a 41-21 lead. Tackle again there by Borkovich. First and 10 now for the Mustangs inside the 20-yard line at the 19. Now power formation with Sloboda. He's going to hand it off inside to Cruz. Breaks tackles inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line.
11-yard
Close
pickup.
to another first down. It's going to be first and goal for the Mustangs. Cruz on the carry.
That puts him over 100 yards, Gary.
Try to pick up who made that tackle for Yough. It was Borkovich again. First and goal. Pierce now fakes a pitch, rolling left, looking, he's going to keep it himself. Take it inside for the Mustang touchdown. Jimmy Pierce on the 7-yard run on the rollout left, and that's going to be his 4th touchdown, Rick?
That's his 4th touchdown, 188 yards.
The Mustangs
big night for him.
Score with 9:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. On for the extra point.
With a deep.
There's a kick. It's up and long enough, high enough, and good for Litza. For the Mustangs at 9:47 of the 3rd. It's now Laurel Highlands 48, Yough 21. We'll be back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustang football team from the Laurel Highlands football boosters.
Here we go, Mustangs, here we go. 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 Who are you rooting for?
On again for the kickoff, Cameron Litza for the Mustangs. As Yough attempted the fake punt deep in their own territory, with the Mustangs taking over and pushing it in for the score. Jimmy Pierce picking up his 4th touchdown on the rollout to the left. You're going to have somebody might need to hold the kickoff as the wind now still blowing very strongly right to left. Here's Litza. He's going to kick it pretty strong into that wind. It takes it down to the 18-yard line over the right side and with room, but meets resistance about the 42-yard line. Let's see who had the carry on that one. It was number 10 for Yough, Dustin Schoaf. Tackle on the play by Peterson Sloboda. So that will set up Yough at 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 44 for the Cougars.
Yough trudging out onto the rainy field here at Cougar Mountain. Now trailing by 27 points. Everly with receivers, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, inside handoff, and nowhere to go this time as great penetration by the Mustang left side of their defense. Let's see who's in on that tackle for the Mustangs.
They dragged him back about 5 yards.